Alabama versus Florida in the SEC championship game. Let's talk about it. Thank you for clicking on this video. You are a good sport. This is College Football Media, and on this channel we talk college football teams, trends and traditions, all the way to logos, history, and predictions. So if you're new and that sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing for more in-depth college football content. These two teams have the most meetings between the two in any conference championship game across the board, and they will meet yet again on Saturday. Alabama is 5-4 against Florida in SEC championship games, and both teams have been in the game a total of 13 times individually. The national media would be coming into this game with a different attitude if Florida had not lost against LSU last week. But of course, Florida took their chances and threw that shoe out the door, about 20 yards. But in all reality, they probably lost that game in the week of preparation leading up to the LSU game. Nonetheless, it will be a completely different Florida team that will show up against Alabama. They will be ready to play. They will have a lot more to play for, frankly, and I'm sure have a lot better preparation because of the high stakes of the game to begin with. So don't expect Alabama to just run all over Florida from the first quarter to the fourth. And in order for Florida to win, they are going to have to play a completely perfect game on offense. Of course, they have a really good player in Kyle Pitts, who has not been able to play every game for the Gators this season because of a few injuries here and there, but he is a difference maker for their offense. But unfortunately, the struggles for Florida come on the defensive side of the ball. Compared to Alabama, it just doesn't look like Florida will be as good of a defense matching up against two very high-powered and efficient offenses. And while Alabama has not played as high-scoring of an offense as Florida since probably the Ole Miss game, that Alabama defense has definitely improved and is probably more of an efficient defense than the Gators have. So both defenses want to play opportunistic. They'll probably leave some plays to go up and down the field inside the 20s. So the key for both defenses, frankly, in this game are turnovers and red zone defense. The team that has a better red zone defense and more turnovers or takeaways on the defensive side of the ball will most likely be the team that wins the game. And I think Alabama has the advantage on that coming into the game. Offensively, they are second to none. Both teams are really good offenses, perhaps the two best offenses even in the country. Florida has struggled a bit as of late, and if they get off to a slow start like they have in their last few games, it probably won't be very pretty for the Gators, but I would expect them to show a lot of flashes either later in the first half or just in the second half. But if they get off to a slow start, then perhaps it would be of naught. So Florida wants to come out swinging, and frankly, as does Alabama. Both teams have very efficient quarterbacks with probably the best player or the most outstanding athlete on both sides of the ball being Devontae Smith and Kyle Pitts. With all of that being said, I do think Alabama is a bit more efficient, and maybe perhaps that just comes with having a more efficient defense as well. So when it comes to predicting this game, I'm going to try something a little new for these conference championship games and the playoff games as well. Brain versus gut. My brain says Alabama wins this game fairly handily. My gut says Florida will make it closer than the experts think, but probably my gut still leans Alabama. So I'm going to pick Alabama to win this game, but I do think Florida will play a good, solid game and not just get bulldozed. And like I said, on Saturday when you're watching the game, look for turnovers, red zone defense. So let me know what you think about this game in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and consider subscribing for more in-depth college football content. I recently did a Gus Malzahn Auburn video if you want to check that out, and my Notre Dame Clemson ACC Championship game preview will be up shortly. That's it for me in this one. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Until next time, be goody now.